It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdown. He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
Now Burrow on 1st down, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, the Bengals had a remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory over the Bengals. To throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
What's the deal, y'all?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Now Carter to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That complete to the former Bengal, C.J. Uzomah. 9 yards on the play and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum to 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. It will drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Jets are going to have a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Holding, offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Still first down.
Now Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased at left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at galloping the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing 8 lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, man.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's tough to play zone defense when they just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap, but it's hard to do. When you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll bring it down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Evan McPherson down for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Hall. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run with Carter. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Another toe for Carter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try the left side with Carter. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is a hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. It's Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Paul will give up the middle. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's larger been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Paul again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go the man they call break the leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials now looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Oh, not sure he saw a linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Hubert, kicking away for the Bengals here on 4th down.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, they're able to use the size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 39, Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the 1st sack, the 1st turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
All Trey Hendrickson did in his 1st season in Cincinnati was set the team's new single-season record with 14 sacks. In his last 2 seasons, 1 in New Orleans, he's become one of the best in the league.
Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, out comes a left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Berrios. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer's 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson going to get to Carter on draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind a line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And a points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to work this down about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Running left on the handoff, Carter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll set up the screen to Carter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Hey, what we got? Playmaker, step up right now.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now Burrow on 1st down. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As it began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They snap that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Had to pick themselves up from that one.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the run game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
A give up the middle to Carter.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 36, Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge. And those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Burrow will throw.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gains, and they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second down, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown Bengals! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York set to take the field. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe of the 49. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. The turnover really would have helped in there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown to this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. New York set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level the second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. That's a screen play here for Carter. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left is Mixon. To the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about setting out the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start him up again. So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and let other people make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And McPherson on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. On this, and it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring a 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially give them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.